McCartney and Wings, 98.7 WFGR. That is Band on the Run. It's 7:31. Andy O, Dave Cackley. Hey, why don't you give us a quick traffic update before we jump into this here? We do care thing.
Okay, looking pretty good on most of your major West Michigan roadways, east and westbound I-96. The Ford north and southbound 131 running moderate to heavy. A few icy patches out there actually caused a rollover accident. Lake Michigan Drive near the Grand River. That's backing up traffic. Otherwise, things not looking too bad. A few slide-offs here and there, but once again, main roads looking pretty decent. US 31 between Holland and Muskegon, no reported problems. That's traffic on 98.7 WFGR.
All right, We Do Care is what we're talking about here, and it is an organization that was founded here in the Grand Rapids area, and we're going on 28 years that you guys have been helping kids with cancer out. We've got Cosette Groot in the studio this morning. How are you?
Good. How are you?
You know, they keep making me wake up at 3 in the morning and show up to work, so I guess I'm doing okay. How about you? Good?
I'm doing great, thanks.
So you guys got your 28th annual benefit coming up out at the Lincoln Country Club on Lake Michigan Drive Saturday night.
That's right.
Tell us how this organization got started.
Robert Olson of Comstock Park was diagnosed with bone cancer in 1983. Underwent chemo, broke his heart. Lucy, standing right here.
Yeah, Lucy's back there.
Underwent chemo, and it broke his heart to see kids suffering.
Yeah, it's
That's
bad
not
enough
right.
when you see an adult that's got cancer
Right.
and got that huge struggle to get through and all that stuff. But when you put it on a kid,
Especially talking like 5, 6, 7, 10-year-old kids.
it's unbearable.
It's heart-wrenching.
And again, this is one of these things where we wanted to have you in today because one of the things I'm a big believer in is for adults to take a negative, like a cancer or something like that, and turn it into an amazingly positive, great thing like We Do Care.
That's right.
So this is 28 years now. 83, he found out that he wanted to do something for kids. What were your first steps?
Well, they have to go through all the legalities of creating a charity.
Yep.
And so you have to go to the state of Michigan and all that. And there was a few board members. My father, Frank Archer, helped Lucy get started. And Julie Gerke was an original board member.
Yeah.
And my father's passed away, but Julie's still on the board and very active.
Really?
So you create a board and you go raise some money
And
quick.
they've stuck to this for 28 years now.
Yes.
That's amazing. And now, let's just say this is a 501c3, not a penny made by anybody. It
That's
all
right.
goes to the kids.
Nope, we work all for free.
What kind of things do you provide for kids? I mean, do you show up with a toy? Is it that type thing, or do you go a little further?
We have a lot of different arms of We Do Care. We buy toys and gifts for kids. DeVos will send us a little notice of a kid that wants a dog or wants a class ring or wants to go to Great Wolf Lodge or would like an iPad or a laptop. That's one arm. Or friends will call Lucy or one of the board members, or you know how the network is in this city.
Yeah.
And so-and-so's kid has cancer. Call them and find out if they need or want anything for that child.
Right.
That's one arm of We Do Care. The other arm of We Do Care was founded by my father, Frank Archer, and Dr. Fonner. There was a man carrying his child to chemo in the winter, physically. And Dr. Fonner said to my dad, Frank, can't we create an emergency fund here at the hospital that we can tap into to give these people cab money?
Yeah.
Or gasoline money, or food money, or prescription copay.
Whatever it takes.
And so Dr. Fonner currently still runs that fund, and we still give that money to that fund along with Kiwanis North. They match our donation every year.
Wow.
And then we give to the bone marrow. If kids are in bone marrow, we may have previously helped them, bought them a dog, but then they end up in bone marrow. A social worker gets in touch and says they're in isolation for 6 to 8 weeks. And then they get another little gift or toy or whatever they need, a laptop.
No kidding.
And then there's one other arm, and that's the gift cards. We buy several $100s every year. We give them to the social workers. There's $25 gift cards to Meijer, and there's $10 to McDonald's. And those are given out to families where their kids are undergoing treatment. They have to get back and forth with gasoline, or they have nothing to eat at home.
That's how it goes.
Meijer's is great.
You see these long-term illnesses with kids, or maybe the premature baby that we talked about,
Right.
a couple of months ago, that type of stuff. There's a huge tax that's placed on all of the families, and it's such a deep and destructive disease. It's unbelievable to see what goes on.
And anything you can give these families, obviously is appreciated, because that's one thing that does get kind of forgotten. You've got the kids, but the effect on the families too is unbelievably traumatic.
Very.
Yeah. Now on to the fun stuff here. Let's talk a little bit about this party that you guys have. And that's another thing that we like. people that take tragic situations and find a reason to drink some beer.
There you go.
Perfect.
That's called turning into the skid.
That's right. That's what you do. All right, tell us a little bit about what we're going to find Saturday night.
Well, it's at the Lincoln Country Club. It's $10 to get in.
Cheap enough.
You do have to be 21 because there's some alcohol. It's a cash bar.
Nice.
There's a great band. It's called Classic Fix.
I've heard of them.
There's snacks, raffles, prizes, 50-50. We have a big screen that we're doing a reverse raffle on.
Wow.
We have a big prize board full of beautiful prizes, usually over $500 each.
Wow.
And then we have about 300 small gifts that we raffle off. So the donors, the Grand Rapids businesses, we live in the best city.
Absolutely, without
Fantastic.
a doubt. What are some of the highlights? I mean, are there any trips that people can bid on, any of that kind of stuff?
Not any trips because we're not that big of a hotshot organization,
Right.
but we do all right raising money. And the big screen TV, we have a iPad, we have an iPod, and we have from the mattress store, they've given a $500 gift certificate.
Wow.
Bissell has a cleaning machine and
all kinds of great stuff. Now, do you get tickets in advance for this thing, or do you just show up out there at Lincoln Country Club Saturday night?
just show up. Just show up. Great snack bar available later in the night.
Good. Well, it's looking like a good time, something to be a part of. If you need more information, can I give out your number here?
Sure.
It's 616-437-1445. You can give Cosette a call and be a part of this. What a fantastic organization to help kids with cancer. Cosette, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We hope it's a great success, and we look forward to being a part of it as the years go on. You guys keep up the great work.
Hey, we really appreciate this.
Proud to have you be part of the community.
Thanks
so much.
Okay.